What's good in the hood, YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here, bringing you guys another video, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on Power Morphicon 2018 and Power Rangers Beast Morphers new trailer. This video will also discuss a little bit more on some other details that I've learned for Power Rangers Beast Morphers, the history behind it, why the show took as long as it did, and a couple other details that I want to discuss with you guys. As far as the cast goes, I will be doing a separate video on the cast and my impressions and thoughts of them for a different video, but I wanted to discuss with this one mainly about the trailer and some other details that I do know as of now for Power Rangers Beast Morphers. And again, there's so much more that I'm sure we'll be learning in the near future. So again, keep in mind that my knowledge of the franchise and of Power Rangers Beast Morphers will only increase, and believe me, as time goes on, I'm sure I will do another video where I'll readdress something along these lines with Power Rangers Beast Morphers prior to the show coming on TV. Anyway, let's get started. I want to begin by just saying this. Power Rangers Beast Morphers is a season that's going to be the American counterpart to the Japanese season known as Tokimei Sentai Go Busters. Super Sentai, for those who do not know, is the Japanese show that America takes a lot of footage from and, borrows a number of things from when they make Power Rangers. Again, doesn't mean that they take things completely, doesn't mean that every episode is just copying and pasting. But there are several episodes or parts of episodes where things are taken over because it makes sense to use them, while other times maybe they want to use original footage. And also all the, voiceover footage is original. That's all original for sure. It's just a lot of the Japanese stuff there's a lot of Japanese stuff that is brought over. The Megazord footage a lot of times is brought over. Inside the Megazord, depends. Some seasons more so they borrow from Japan, some seasons less. Especially more recent seasons have been completely original with the Megazord cockpit footage. That stuff has been mostly original as of late, which is cool, but does not always happen. So just wanted to mention that right now. As far as things go otherwise, Tokimei Sentai Go Busters was the season that was not super popular when it first released, and it released back in 2012 and 2013, right around the time that Power Rangers Megaforce was finishing and Power Rangers Super Megaforce was starting up. So that's important to note, and for those that don't also know this, many people were suspecting after Power Rangers Super Megaforce they would go to Tokimei Sentai Go Busters and adapt it. That didn't happen because they thought it was too expensive, and they also thought that the season looked too dark and was going to be a little bit more expensive, so they didn't want to spend that kind of money at the time. And this was back when Saban and Bandai were doing work together. Now it's 2019, Hasbro is more willing to do things. They want to take those chances. They want to go back and explore these kind of seasons that maybe at one time were seen as like, why would you explore this? And now we're seen as like, heck yeah, we're going to explore this season. So as far as things go, we do know from this trailer that we end up seeing that for several years there's been peace in the world. They've been developing new technology and harnessing the technology using the morphing grid. That I really appreciate the fact that they acknowledge that in the trailer. The main reason why I'm really happy about that is because of the fact that by acknowledging the morphing grid, it really shows that they're trying to pay attention to the series and what things they're known for. The morphing grid is something that was brought up a lot more during Mighty Morphin through Power Rangers in Space, but after that it slowly began to diminish in how often it was really mentioned because they had so many other priorities to focus on, and they weren't really keeping the lore in mind. They were really overall doing their own thing for each season. So the fact that they're really mentioning the morphing grid here shows that they are interested in the franchise in general and not just doing their own thing for this season. They want to expand the lore in some way, which is very cool. Now, also what we do end up seeing is the main villain. The main villain is shown to be this cobra-like snake that ends up coming out of the computer. It's like this digital snake that is known as Evox. Evox it looks interesting. As far as whether or not it will have a alternate form, I'm hoping it will. I kind of expect it to maybe have a form. Maybe it will be like the evil Dark Ranger character from from Go Busters, the one that looks like the Red Ranger but has like these kind of horns on the head. If you've seen it before, and I may even put a picture here just so you guys see what I'm talking about. Maybe they'll do something with that character. Again, there's a whole story to that if you watch the Japanese, because it has something to do with the Red Go Buster Ranger, like the Go Buster Red Ranger. But in America, maybe they'll do something with the Beast Morpher Red Ranger. We don't know for sure. This trailer also showcased some of the Zords, the Beast Bots, which the Beast Bots are the companion characters to the Beast Morpher Rangers. We already know the names of the main three, which are Jax for the yellow Beast Morpher Ranger, because that has to do with the fact that it's a jackrabbit. Blue Beast Morpher Ranger is getting Smash, and then the red one's getting Cruise. So those are the three Beast Bots. They really only showcased the red one, but there are two others. So keep that in mind that there are two others. They do showcase the Zords a little bit, and they showcase the Megazord. The Megazord that they showcased isn't the main one. They actually showcase the one that features the Lion Zord, which is something that's introduced later on in the season, like much later on. In fact, after all 5 of the main Beast Morpher Rangers are in the show, so keep that in mind that like this is a later Zord that they're showcasing in that trailer, but Megazord that they're showcasing in the trailer, but again, that will come in time. As far as things go otherwise, they showcase some of the weapons, they create a good atmosphere with the voice that they have doing the whole trailer, like really well done there. As far as other things go, the music, the fight scenes, everything just looks really good. It feels like a good trailer. People were super excited, and I just am looking forward to it a lot. You know, the fact that they're referencing the Morphing Grid is really cool because it's typically something that isn't really spoken about in more recent seasons, so it really shows that they're paying attention to this, to Power Rangers, and not just thinking about like, oh, what do people know from know in general from Power Rangers. No, what do people that know the lore, that know the franchise, that know the history know? The Morphing Grid's super important, so why not talk about it? Why not go into it more? You know what I mean? That kind of stuff gets me excited. That stuff makes me very hopeful and interested to see where things will go. Now, as far as other things go, we did get the confirmation during the panel that showcased the Beast Morpher Rangers, their names of the Beast Morpher actors. We don't know the names of the characters yet. We don't know any of the Beast Morpher character names. We just know the actors. The red Beast Morpher Ranger is going to be played by Rory Travis. Blue Beast Morpher Rangers being played by Jasmeet Bidwali. And the yellow Beast Morpher Ranger is going to be played by Jacqueline Skizlowski. So all 3 of them are interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing them in the show. I can't wait to learn more about their characters, how they're going to be. I've seen clips and footage of them on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter already, and they all seem like really cool people. Like, I'm really excited about them. I'm especially interested in certain ones, but you know, just in general, I'm looking forward to the season. I can't wait to see how the Beast Bots are going to work. I can't wait to see how the Zords are going to work. I can't wait to see how the villains are going to function, what things will be new, what things will be old, what things will feel completely original, what things will feel like I'm watching the Japanese show again. Again, I don't know for sure, and I probably need to go back and rewatch Tokime Sentai Go Busters to get a better grasp about some things to expect. But I'm looking forward to the season, and I have a lot more I want to discuss with you in my cast discussion, so stay tuned for that. That should be coming fairly soon. Otherwise, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, guys, I'm Crazy Samurai 71, and goodbye, guys.